What's up, guys? Welcome to the Max and Larry Show. I am Larry, and this is Max, and we are so grateful that you are here spending about an hour of your Sunday with us. We are very appreciative of that. And before we jump in and take a look at the overall market and play a little bit of the guessing game, I want to say hello to my co-host here. Let's give a warm welcome to Max. Max, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, and happy birthday to Larry's son, whose birthday is today.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
Appreciate that. Yeah, we're going to go to the birthday party later. All right, so I'm going to jump over to the screen here, and you're going to have to bear with me. Actually, what we're going to do is I can't really show you too much, guys. I have a very special surprise. You know what? We're not going to jump over to the screen. We're going to wait for more people to come in here because I have a setting on there that'll allow me to play a video. And we're going to talk just like this. So look, Max has a really cool video out, and it's not something I'm going to tease you with a little bit. It's something that you would not expect. It's a very, very cool video. It talks about Terra Luna, and I'm going to play it, but I want to wait for a little more people to come in here. Let's greet some of the people coming in. I'm going to switch over to comments. Son, thank you. I'll pass it on. He might, maybe watch this on the record. By the way, guys, watch this video afterwards and let me know if that little stupid buffering thing is going through. I think we solved the problem on my end, but let me know what you think. Common Sense is the OG. We welcome him. Now, I'm going to just give you 2 minutes to dominate this. So we're going to play a very special video that Max did. It's really informative about Terra Luna. But before we do that, guys, I got to just give a shout out to the folks, to RD Price and to the team and whoever's running the Telegram there over at Terrarium. They did the right thing. Our voices were heard. That's what it is, guys. It's about freedom of speech. You can be respectful. You don't have to do the harassment stuff. My language is always respectful in these groups. And I just say good morning. So I said hello to them yesterday because they let me back in the Terrarium group right after the show, because they saw myself and 8 people are invested in Terrarium, and also Max was contemplating investing in Terrarium at one point. So we got 10 people here. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We have a very, very, very important video that I want to play for you. I'm teasing you guys a little bit. You got to hang on here. This is going to be like earth-shattering type of video that Max made over on his channel. We're going to check out in a minute. Is Maximus Crypto. So, Max, are you ready to see that video? We got 12 people in here.
Sure, I already watched it probably like 20 times. So, anyway.
Okay. All right, I'm going to jump over to the screen and make sure that hopefully this works. All right, so, guys, the video is over here on Max's channel. If you have not subscribed to Max's channel, stop what you're doing right now. Go over to his channel and subscribe. Keep watching the stream. Open up another tab. Subscribe to Maximus Crypto, all one word. You can see it right there on the screen. Okay, guys, if you're ready, I'm going to go ahead and play this video. It is a video that he just made 36 minutes ago. It's already got 19 views, guys. Go over to his channel, look, and I'm going to play it right now here.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
Yes, Lord Sidious. Understood. Screw you, CZ. You are not even part of Terra. I will show you. I will show everyone. You guys are going to get a fork, whether you like it or not. I have got to get out of here. The people of Seoul are setting the city on fire. Okay, I think I'm going to head to the safe house. Hopefully no police will follow me. The streets are blocked off. I'm going to have to lay low at the hideout for a while. Hey, Duke Wan, you're gonna have to lay low here for a few days. Just give us a little bit more time and we'll get you out of the country. Don't do anything stupid. And if anything, if you get hungry, you can use the microwave. Use a microwave? What do I look like? A poor person to you? I've never used a microwave in my entire life.
And there you have it, guys. So shout out to Max here from Maximus Crypto, my co-host. He did a great job making that video. So I'm going to applaud you. Guys, look for more videos like that. He really
Thank
kind of
you.
fell in love with making these cartoons. Share it out on Twitter, too. So let's get this out there. Share this video out on Twitter. And, yes, subscribe and hit the like button on this channel, too. Max, tell us a little bit about your making of the video.
Well, everybody wanted me to do a follow-up video to the previous one I did where I covered the whole thing, with what was it, the that one analytics site and so on, and people are interested in that and so on. But something that I talked to you about before was, let's try to bring up some entertainment. All the crypto channels, what do you always say? They always say, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes and educational purposes. This channel, this show, we actually do bring you real entertainment. So how about them apples? And with that said, the way I looked at it was, you know what? I've seen some other ones on YouTube where literally this was like absolutely no talent. The guys are like just drawing like memes or whatever, and then they do the dubbing of like the building software for somebody's presentation, and then they have like 300,000 subscribers. And I was like, you know what? I have a background in improv. I used to be on an improv team. I do over 20 voices. So instead of having me or the software dub, you're going to actually have me. So I thought, you know what? I got to give myself a shot. And I decided to learn that software. And by the way, I think it looks a lot better than some of the other ones out there. Not to, of course, to pat myself on the back or anything like that. It's not that, but I'm really encouraged, and if we could just get a few people who can actually share that with, like, I don't know, people that are bigger influencers and so on, I think it could go viral, potentially. So, and it's a hot topic, let's face it. And not only that, it's Star Wars. I mean, everybody knows about Star Wars.
So, yeah, thank you for that, Max. I'm going to welcome people that are here that are regulars. Selmo Fudd says, hey, Larry and Max. And then also Common Sense says, that was awesome, Max. So, yeah, I do agree that was awesome. Guys, we're going to take this channel and this show here, the Max and Larry show, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then also we have a daily show, which is called Crypto Talk Now Live. And it is Monday, or I should say Sunday, all the way through the whole week, 7 days a week, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, we're going to take this show to the next level. The Max and Larry show and Crypto Talk Now Live. We're going to go to the next level. We have some good things in the works, some entertainment, maybe a little bit of satire or humor from the cartoon standpoint. But we have a lot more things planned that we can't really disclose yet. We're talking to some people behind the scenes, and we have some surprises for everybody. Of course, we also have some good guests coming up. We have an AMA as well Friday with the Pixel team. If you want to see anybody else on the show, please let us know. So we're going to jump over to the screen here and take a look at crypto bubbles and talk about the overall market. So, we know what the big story is here, Max, but what do you think is going on? It's kind of unusual in the last few Sundays to see things pumping right now. What do you think about the overall market that we're looking at in the top 100?
Well, it's a good day. And people also need to be reminded those who might be a brand new investor. Today is actually a crypto holiday. Can you name what crypto holiday it is today, Larry?
Shoot, that's a good guessing game right there. I do not know what crypto holiday it is today. That's a good question.
So today is Bitcoin Pizza Day.
Oh, yes.
And I think that's why
I know it's today, though. Yeah.
One of the projects that we're going to cover, Half Pizza, which is one I'm personally invested in. I think that's why that is also pumping really hard. That, and they have some other things going on. But yeah, Half Pizza crypto project is currently going parabolic. So,
well, we're definitely going to take a look at that. Before we get into Half Pizza, and then also Max wants to talk about Audius a little later in the show. This show is going to go a little over an hour, but we also want to kind of talk about the hot topic first, and then get into Hot Pizza because that sounds pretty hot too. No pun intended, but we want to talk a little bit about Terra Luna. So, it's kind of pumping right now, and it was up. I kind of missed it, but early in the morning, it was up, I think, over 90% at one point, probably even higher than that. Max, what do you think is going on? Like, I know they've changed things a lot. Duquan, it's kind of like a lot of ambiguity with the plans. What do you think is going on with Luna right now? What's causing
I'm going to call it right now. It's because everybody saw my previous video and it's got 100,000 views. No, I'm kidding. I wish. No, the truth of the matter is and we'll take a moment to actually, before I answer that, let's take a moment to look at Common Sense's comment. I believe Luna C, which will be Luna Classic, will be a hard to hit that $1 mark, but 10% of your Luna Classic bag to the fork is very interesting. I believe the fork will hit a dollar. Thoughts? So I like that comment, Common Sense, and then I also want to, of course, answer Larry's question. And my attitude is, I think what's going on is FOMO. If someone said just pick one thing, it's definitely FOMO and buying pressure, which basically is FOMO anyway. And the reason why I believe that is because we're looking at a few things that are happening soon, such as some of these dates. I believe it's the 27th, if I'm not mistaken. So word gets around that there's a big date coming up in regards to the whole thing with Luna, which is the 27th, and that's only 5 days away. So with that said, I honestly think there's a lot of FOMO, because if you look at the volume definitely reflects just that. I'm currently looking at it on my own screen. Larry, you're welcome to pull that up if you want. But when you see things like 387% up on that 24-hour volume, to basically close to 2 billion in volume, that is why this is doing so incredibly well. The volume, to me, in Terra's situation, represents what? Represents the FOMO and that buying pressure, because of specific dates coming up, and then also the word of mouth, people stating to their friends, loved ones, colleagues, family, etc., hey, this is a gamble. We gamble with lottery tickets and so on. Your chances of winning that are like 1 in 250 million. Why don't you take a gamble on something that could potentially be really lucrative? Hence Terra Luna.
Cody Core, welcome. He makes a joke here. I'm going to try to interpret this emoji, because remember, I'm trying to learn emojis. And he looks like he's got this little emoji where he's thinking like this. He's like, he's thinking in his mind, $1, no, $10, but then he follows that up with a joke. So, but Max, we talked about this offline, and you talked about it on your video. We really don't need it to go to $1, right? You're just kind of, what are you shooting for now? Like a penny?
Shoot for a penny, on a reverse dollar cost average, if you will. I mean, I should say it's a reverse, but yeah, basically, if you haven't seen my previous, or was it before previous Terra Luna video, I break this down in detail from beginning to end, where I basically talk about my thoughts of why we should be rooting for a penny, or heck, even be rooting for a half a penny, or even a quarter. That even cut in half, right? 0.001, right? Not even a penny. And the reason for that, everybody wants to hop on the bandwagon of $1, and rightfully so. We all want to see that, but the more realistic possibility is the penny. And of course, in my video, I'm going to show why that is. I've gotten some good compliments. It's been very well received in regards to that, both on Twitter and also on the comments on that particular video. But yes, I like to give people realistic expectations. Again, I'm not a fortune teller or anything like that, but the analytical site that I used, right, was spot on with Shiba Inu last year. And so my attitude was I wanted to go with that particular site again. And yeah, that's just how I feel about it. I mean, a penny seems more reasonable and more realistic, and I show you guys how I'm going to go about it based on if there's a crash within the next few days again, and everything tanks, the overall crypto market tanks, right? Because that very well can happen. Could happen tomorrow, might not happen today, but yeah.
I just want to say welcome to all those that have just joined us on Twitch as well, and our friends that are watching on Twitter right now. We are simulcast over 3 different platforms. I hope that's the right word, simulcast. We're doing 3 different platforms at the same time. Is that the right term for it, Max?
Yeah, well, I think so. That sounds fun. I mean, but yes, we're on 3 platforms now. That means more viewers seeing the content.
Yeah, yesterday we had like over 100 people just through Twitter alone. That was really cool. But guys, if you're wondering what he's talking about, where he made this video, you can go back. Make sure you're subscribed to Max's channel, which is Maximus Crypto. Let's get him to 1,000 subscribers, guys, very soon, because he doesn't know this yet. I'm going to announce it now. We're going to have a big 1,000 subscriber party online. I'm going to jump over on Max's channel with him, and we're going to have a big party. We'll stream over on his channel, and we'll have a big 1,000 subscriber party for him. So let's get his subscriber count up. Guys, this is a very informative video. Go over and watch his last 2 videos, Terra Luna unrealistic price predictions. And also, if you guys want a little satire, if you want to laugh, you can go ahead and watch Terror Wars. Will Obi-Wan Kenobi, or I'm sorry, will Obi-Kwan use the fork? That was a really funny video. We just played it. And so, guys, support Max, definitely. So I'm going to bring in some more, before we get back to you, Max, some more comments here. Nav Singh, welcome back to the channel, says price prediction of Rap Luna by the end of the month. And then also, oh, you know what? This is good. I just saw something about Rumble. Cody Core says maybe you could try to stream on Rumble. You know, I just saw that, and that is available on the platform that we use, StreamYard. So we will look into that. We'll talk offline. And then also, Tuso also, common sense was I want to burn, but I believe there is no other play with the fork. I'm all in and holding. So I'm going to go back when Max joins us back here. I want to read again this comment. Nav Singh says to you, Max, price prediction of Rap Luna by the end of the month. I know it's a little bit difficult to make predictions, but what are your thoughts on where Luna is going to be at price-wise by the end of the month?
I'm not going to do that to you, man. I can't. I'm sorry, Nav. I know that's probably not what you want to hear. When I did that video where it says Terra where to in 2022, it was a shock to even see anything at $1 even mentioned in the year 2022, which, as you guys know, we're approaching June, so we're literally at the halfway mark. So I mean, I can't do that. I shouldn't do that. A month is just way too soon. I will state this. I guess you could say, I mean, at the end of the day, we always say not financial advice, right? But in a month time, I mean, it's very well possible that it will go down, okay, not up, but down to 5 zeros and a number. For me, I'm rooting for that for the reasons I outlined in that video. Again, Nav, if you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend it. Not just because I want you to watch my video or anything like that, but I do try to make things interesting for people. At the end of the day, I'm a viewer just like yourself. I've seen tons of videos where a person posts something like, yeah, this is going to 1000x and all that, and it's just clickbait. That video is not clickbait. You can even, common sense can vouch for me, which he does, and I always appreciate that, man. And that is, at the end of the day, I do try to keep it interesting, and I also show an outline from beginning to end, my thoughts on where this is going and why we shouldn't turn a blind eye to it, because there is opportunity there, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
And guys, welcome to everyone that's just joining us, and hello to our friends out in Twitterland, everybody that's watching on Twitter as well, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. I want to recognize Common Sense and get your input on this, Max. He says, I want a burn, but I believe there is another play with the fork. I'm all in and holding. I actually bought, was it yesterday or the day before? The days are sticking together. I think it was yesterday. I was lucky enough to buy it back down in the dip because I'm getting impatient. I'm with you, Max. I wanted to gain another zero so I could buy more of it. But I did wind up buying, I think, another like around a $750,000 of it. I think I'm at like 2.3 million or something like that. I know it's not anywhere near the size bag that Common Sense has, but what are your thoughts on what Common Sense has just stated here?
Well, for instance, I mean, he says he wants to burn, but he believes there's another play with the fork. He's all in and holding. I do believe there's another play with the fork. I am still going to do a follow-up video in regards to more of this technical analysis other than, the cartoons and whatnot. But I will state this. I mean, shout out to Cody Core, big supporter of the channel, regular and so on. Cody, where he said, guesstimate. I don't know if, of course, you mentioned it to Common Sense or to myself. I mean, again, I can't give an exact amount, but I mean, you say the guesstimate. So, I mean, I'm going to refer back to the 5, for a short period. I don't want anybody to ever think like, oh man, I was looking at the charts, because you're looking at average charts. What they're going to show on CMC is an average chart. The key is to get these, like I've mentioned before, like the guy last week who literally saw it for like, what was it, 15 minutes or something like that, a sliver of 0.60 in the number. That actually happened, right? And then those guys who bought in like crazy amount and then saw that for, I think it was another 15 to 30 minutes at 0.20 and a number two, those guys, crypto's not supposed to be get rich quick, right? We stay the course. But in those cases, that was get rich quick. Let's face it.
Welcome to everyone that's just joined us. Also, guys, please drop your comments in there so we can recognize you and thank you for being here. Comment says we're both in agreement with comment says. He says, I have the 5-0 plan too. He's holding 2 ETH. I'll tell you what, if this thing goes to 5 zeros, Common Sense already has 80 million. You can forget about the beach house because Common Sense is going to wind up buying Crypto Talk Now and Maximus Crypto. He's going to buy his own island. And we're gonna have our own crypto island. We're all gonna meet there and hang out. But Common Sense.
Well, that and I'll finally get my game made. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, we probably will. Yeah, we'll have to get a loan from Common Sense. Common Sense says the fork has a better chance to hit $1, and I would agree with that. Now, let me just before I read Selmo Fudd's comment, I got to ask you something, Max. A point of clarification to see if you know.
I'm gonna answer that question a bit. Go ahead, though.
Okay, yeah. So my question to you is a technical question. Now, I don't understand what the plan. I know there's different plans floating out there, but I understand that we're going to be able to retain the Luna that we have now, and that is going to be known as Luna Classic. But my question is, the current holders like you, me, Common Sense, Selmo Fudd, whoever has this stuff, not only are we going to have the Luna, which is going to be Luna Classic, we're going to have that. Are we also going to be getting the airdrop tokens of the new Luna token or the new Luna coin for the blockchain? Is that fork going to enable us, the current holders, to get a small percentage of that new coin? Because that is only, from what I understand, going to have, what is it, 1 billion or 100 billion supply? It's going to have a limited supply compared to where we're at now. Like, what is the latest on that? Do you know?
The latest on that is that it hasn't been confirmed. There's been many proposals in regards to that, but it has not been confirmed. Kind of like people going, tearing their hair out about the whole thing of Elon Musk not finalizing the whole thing with the Twitter, purchasing Twitter outright and so on. He wants to confirm, like all the bots and so on. To a sense, it's the same type of thing. But what I was going to state is, I know we just lost Larry, but we'll get him back. The way I look at it, as far as this airdrop, you got to understand there's other things you got to look into, and that is the taxes that are behind it. Because whenever airdrops happen, people don't take into consideration the taxes that are behind it. Now, granted, I think in the case for Terra Luna, that might be a good thing, even if the taxes are high. Of course, it's not a good thing if you're a holder that came in at $80 or $50 and you just lost your, lost your life savings. No, that's horrible. Why would you want to get back into it, and why would you want to, get taxed, right? All the more. But for the new investors like myself, Common Sense, et cetera, yeah, we don't like the idea of paying more for tax, but I can actually buy into the concept of that if it's going to do what? Help the overall project potentially get back to where it needs to be. And so that's my thought on that particular subject.
If I don't get, I don't know what's going to happen in the final plan. I think you're right. We're all just anxiously waiting. If I don't get part of that new coin, whatever they're going to call it, Terra, because this is going to be Luna Classic, then I'm definitely going to buy in because it's going to be new, and I'm going to take a chance on that too. Now, guys, before I read these comments, please, guys, there's more people filing in here, and I see more people watching us on Twitter. Really appreciate you. If you want to come over on YouTube and make a comment, that's great. Welcome to everybody that's watching on Twitch. Please, guys, please drop in the comment section. This show is about you. We want to be able to respond and interact with you as the audience. We want to recognize you and thank you for being here. So we're going to bring your comments up here. So Selmo Fudd says, could SHIB be the sleeping giant and pass all-time high? And then also Nav Singh says, thoughts on Lunar Rocket. Okay, let's go back to Selmo Fudd. So could SHIB be the sleeping giant and pass all-time high? What do you think, Max?
Again, I will say it, not financial advice. I always got to say that, but my answer to that is absolutely heck yes. And if you know me, I'm a huge fan of Shiba Inu. Why am I a huge fan of Shiba Inu? Because Shiba Inu was the second play that I did in crypto for 2021. I first came in with Dogecoin. I was a brand new investor, January of 2021. I don't count Bitcoin, back in 2016 or 2017. I just don't. The way I look at it, like the overall public could just have a small bag of that. That doesn't count. When you get invested in altcoins, that counts in my book. But anyway, so yeah, the story behind me, if you don't know already, is $300 into Dogecoin turned into 22K. Got bit by the crypto bug. Said to myself, my God, I need to look for projects that are either at a penny, just like Dogecoin when I got into it, or projects that are under a penny. And Shiba Inu is the one that stood out. Now, in regards to that, Shiba Inu back in May of 2021 went out to all-time highs at that time. And then, as we know, from May to October, that was a boring time and was sideways, what they call consolidation and so on. But the point was, it did go to all-time highs in October. So my investment of 8K went to what? 88K, 11x. I still think if crypto winter can end, hopefully by, I know you guys aren't going to want to hear this, but by the end of summer, okay, that's a possibility. Then the green light turns on and all these other things turn on. And what's going to be right at the end of crypto winter, hopefully, if it is the end of summer? It's going to be the metaverse projects starting to take off, right? You're going to start seeing maybe the alphas, possibly betas, and so on. Again, it's not going to be fully functional and so on, but at least you'll start seeing some of these things come into fruition. And with that said, then the volume of all the investments, because at the end of the day, I mean, Meta, right, aka Facebook and so on, they have pegged it. I hate to throw out the word pegged, but they pegged it right, in my opinion, and that is trillions of dollars is going to be exchanged where? In the metaverse. That just totally makes sense. So if trillions of dollars is going to take place, and Shiba Inu is going to have like their own thing, which is the Shibers on Unreal Engine 5 and so on, and it's going to be interoperable, in which you can have your avatar not just in Shiba Inu, but you can use it in Metopolis, or you can use it in Luna 1, or et cetera, Sandbox, right? Then it's going to create a pressure cooker effect, not just from the metaverse, but everything else they got going on. Think about it. You saw all-time highs without the metaverse, October of 2021. Yes, I'm just going to call it. Yes, absolutely. I will see. I'm rooting for new all-time highs. I think that's realistic by the end of this year for Shiba Inu. And by all means, please take profits off the top.
So what I want to do is I want to recognize some more people. Thank you, Max, for that commentary on SHIB. I want to recognize more people. I'm going to lump two comments together, and we're going to both respond to them. So Nav Singh and Bobby Joe, hang in there, and I'm going to get back to your comments, but I want to recognize Common Sense and Kevin Cassidy, because those two comments are related. So Common Sense says, best show in crypto. Thank you for that. And then also Kevin Cassidy says, why is this show? This is a good question. Why is this show called Max and Larry and not Larry and Max? I mean, Max and I never really talked about it, but I was actually just in my own mind trying to figure out which way to say that, Max and Larry or Larry and Max. Me personally, I just thought that Max and Larry just sounded better. Also, just to follow up on what Common Sense said, and then I'll get Max to chime in here. So we do appreciate Common Sense saying that we're the best show in crypto. Look, guys, sometimes you guys see me come on here and you see me ranting and raving about something and complaining about something. The reason why I do that is, guys, we're with you 7 days a week. And this show is very real. So whatever we're feeling at the time, we're going to convey that to you. Like, we're real people. So we're not going to try to sugarcoat things. We're still going to try to be respectful, but we're going to give it to you real, because, guys, we see you more. We see you more. I can speak for myself and probably Max. We see you more than some of our own family and some of our own friends. You guys are our family and friends. So, Max, do you want to chime in on that?
In reality, as far as family, I mean, I got basically all I got is my dad left, so that's it. I live in Arizona, and it's just one of those things. My mom, she passed away a few years ago, so yeah, I have extra time to do things like this. So yeah, I probably see you guys more than my own family. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that. And you can see, that Max and I are real people, and Max getting a little choked up there. Sorry for that, Max. But I like that. I like the way it sounds better, Max and Larry. Could have been Larry and Max, but just for some reason, Max and Larry just sounded better to me. So let's go back to some of these other comments here. I'm going to bring the screen a little wider. Common Sense says he's here. Common Sense has become like kind of like a personal friend for both of us. We really appreciate him, and hopefully we meet someday in person. Everybody can, we'll have some kind of Max and Larry show event at some point to meet some of our regular guests, audience, viewers, subscribers, whatever you want to call them. So Bobby Joe says, I'm going to answer this real quick. I don't even know what Max's thoughts are, but I want to answer Bobby Joe by saying,
Sure.
my opinion on GOAT is I'm staying away from GOAT. I don't really trust that project, but I do wish it well for anybody that's still invested. I don't know much about it, but I don't really have good feelings about it. I don't know if you are familiar with it or not, Max. I know there's been some.
I'm not actually familiar with GOAT, so
yeah,
I
there's
can't really
definitely
give an opinion.
Yeah,
I don't even know what it is. That's the first I've ever heard of it. I mean, at the end of the day, guys, I mean, the way I personally look at it is, there's over 19,000, crypto projects, but at the end of the day, I will never boast to be that type of guy to say I know everything about everything, because I don't. Same with Larry. I mean, goes.
Yeah, we're pretty real. We're
yeah.
gonna be we're relatively humble in certain areas, and we're gonna admit our limitations of not knowing every single project. Nobody can know every project. So same thing. I've never heard of this project. Nav Singh, the thoughts on Lunar Rocket. Actually, guys, we want this to be more about you. So why don't you tell me your thoughts on Lunar Rocket? Are you invested in it? Max and I are not in that. Tell us more about that project. Also, want to recognize again Cody Core. Now, what is Cody Core doing? Those hands to me look like they have some weights in them, like they're not, or like a towel. Is he just clapping? Is that what that means, Max?
I don't know. That's one I don't really know. I mean, is he like, saying me like, hey, I think that's what he's doing. Like,
or does he have like a fist of money? Cody Core, can you tell us in English what those emojis?
No, I think that has to be what it is, because I mean, I used to be a school teacher. I don't know if I ever told you that, but yeah, I used to be a school teacher, and think about it, it's a kid going like this, hey, teacher.
Oh, he's trying to get recognized. Okay. Okay, so when my Luna play happens, I will pick you guys up in the jet. Haha, yeah, that's funny. I wouldn't be, if you're gonna wait for 5 zeros to come back on the board for Luna, right now we're at what? 3 zeros, and he's got 2 ETH. If he's got his ammunition loaded up. He's got it there. He's got his big ammo box, and his big ammo box has his big ammo box for Common Sense has 2 ETH. He's ready to load up. He's backing up the Brinks truck. He's got his truck with all the money, and it's got 2 ETH. That's a lot to put in the loot. I mean, he might be. God, he might. He'll be a multimillionaire if this thing takes off.
Well, I'll be honest. The way I look at it is, again, we're humble people, but the way I look at it is, it's not a matter of if anymore. It's just a matter of when. And the way I look at it is a realistic 3 to 6 year outlook before I'm in that millionaire club. I know there's some top influencers. Was one I followed a while back. Shout out to Mike the Investor.
Yeah.
He was one of the first people I followed that was a big influencer, and he always had those shirts, and they said "Future Millionaire." And then I believe with Shiba Inu and some other projects, right when that happened in October, I noticed with him, he changed his shirt, and it no longer said "Future Millionaire." It had where it said "Future Millionaire." It had it crossed out, and it just said millionaire. I thought that was really cool.
That's cool. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna try to interpret this, and then we're gonna welcome Clash Royale, guys. Please, we need more comments in the comment section. We want to just respond. We want the show just to be rapid fire comments, and we're just responding to them. Look, Cody Core, I'm gonna interpret what you. I don't know what. I don't speak emojis, but I'm trying to learn. All right. So he's got the upside down smiley face. He's saying, "Oh," in real life meaning. He's to me, this is like, "Oh wow, this is like scary. I don't know if this is good or not." And then he's got a regular smiley face, and he's got like, he's kind of like in half mouth there. And then he's got the raindrop coming down, falling on his head, but it's supposed to be a tear. I don't know why it looks like a raindrop coming down his head. And then he's got
I'm surprised he didn't shoot me. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't shoot us over the squinting eyes of Cartman. So,
And where's the Cartman? Is Cartman here today?
Gotta see the Cartman emoji first before we activate Cartman.
Guys, you need to drop the Cartman emojis. Drop the Cartman emojis in the chat so that we can get Cartman on the
Clash Royale. He says, enjoy the $150 donation. I don't see that personally, but I mean, thank you nonetheless. I mean, I wasn't expecting that, but Thank you. I don't know if you did try it with the super chat or you did it some other way.
Wow, that's quite the, yeah.
thank you.
I don't. Why are we not seeing that? I don't know.
So,
Yeah, I'm not seeing it come in. Clash Royale. I hope there's not an issue with YouTube. Did you try to donate $150 to us? He might have made it playing Clash Royale. All right, so Cody Core says, aha, we got Cartman. Guys, if you don't know about this, guys, we're going to make this a new thing. So look, if you want Cartman on the show, we're going to have an emoji for that. But if you want, Tony Montana to come on, you're going to have to find an emoji for Tony Montana. Tony Montana, right?
okay. I see that Cody Carr busted out the squinty eyes, man. He's referring to the Cartman. And Cartman was like basically like,
Excuse you, Tony Montana. You want to say hello to me, Mr. Friend? I say, I'll give you some cheesy puss.
and now you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say, screw you, Cartman. You wanna come on the show, huh? You wanna drop $150 donation, man? I'll show you the front door, hey?
Yeah, we're going to welcome through the front door. Yeah, you want to come on the show, Tony Montana. I can't do the Tony Montana. All right, so now we're really in trouble because I don't know if Clash Royale wants you to do all these impersonations. All right, we really have to understand this, guys. Keep dropping the chats in here. We're having a little fun here. Okay, he's got the
realistically
banana.
do about like 20 of them, but
he's got the banana. He's got a flag. I don't know what country that is. He's got the raindrops falling on my head. He's got like it looks like one of those candy corns from Halloween. I don't even know what that is. He's got the hey, watch
candy corn. I'm not a fan. Anyway,
he's got. These are a couple of welders here. They got the welding face mask. He's got people kissing himself all over the place. The eyes are going up in the air. He gave us a beer. I don't know what that. Oh, he's got dinner time. He's sleeping. He's got a train. You know what? I've lost track. If you want to pick out some more in there, there's a birthday cake. Look, he got sick.
You know what? You're giving me ideas now. Hold on a second. Let me read the comments. Kevin Cassidy says, I'm still waiting for Duquan special appearance on the Max and Larry show. Well, just in case you haven't seen.
Oh, we got Duquan. Yeah,
if you haven't seen the cartoon, this was just put out. And now you've given me an idea, Kevin Cassidy. And that is, I think maybe I should implement an actual Tony Montana style character. And he's going to be going after Duquan because, yo, man, yo, Duquan, you mess with the wrong guy, man. That type of thing. And we can
implement definitely. We have a Duquan update here from Max at Maximus Crypto. Here it is right here. Can you hear it, Max? It's good?
Yep, I hear it. All right.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
Yes, Lord Sidious. Understood. Screw you, CZ. You are not even part of Terra. I will show you. I will show everyone. You guys are going to get a fork, whether you like it or not. I have got to get out of here. The people of Seoul are setting the city on fire. Okay, I think I'm going to head to the safe house. Hopefully no police will follow me. The streets are blocked off. I'm going to have to lay low at the hideout for a while. Hey, Duquan, you're going to have to lay low here for a few days. Just give us a little bit more time and we'll get you out of the country. Don't do anything stupid. And if anything, if you get hungry, you can use the microwave. Use a microwave? What do I look like? A poor person to you? I've never used a microwave in my entire life.
And there you have it. There is your daily Duquan update. See, we told you we would have Duquan on the show. We weren't kidding you.
Yeah, there you guys go. So hope you guys like, those type of things. I'll say this. I said it once. I'll say it again, everybody. And that is this. I know we're going to read some of these comments, but that is the other channels, right? The other shows and so on. What do they always say? Even on recorded videos, what do they always say? This is not, we're not financial advisors. This is not investment advice.
No.
This is for entertainment purposes. We actually legitimately have entertainment for you all. That's the difference.
Right. We want to be educational and entertaining at the same time. This
Correct.
is never going to be financial advice. We're going to talk to you about some crazy things that most people would consider a gamble anyway, which is like investing in Terra Luna. Look, if this thing pays off, it's going to be like a lottery ticket. It's going to be bigger than a scratch off. You know, it's going to be a nice Powerball type thing.
I like how Kevin Cassidy says he will find a like. Well, speaking of which, everybody, if you haven't dropped that like, please do. You know, there's other people currently streaming for their shows and so on. And if you really believe in this particular show, then we need to get the YouTube algorithm kicked in for we can get that bumped up there and more people see it and have it recommended on their top results or whatever it is for the YouTube algorithm. So smash that like and comment if you haven't done so.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Smash the like button. Guys, you have no idea the plans that Max and I have for this Max and Larry show and the channel in general. We have literally some big things behind the scenes. It's just a matter of time. We want to have a nice core of regulars that are coming here. You know, we have Common Sense, Cody Core, Kevin, Cassidy. Shout out to Clash Royale. I don't see the $150 donation. Maybe try doing a $5 donation and see if it works. I don't know, just saying. Bobby Joe, Jewel, I've seen you here before. Nav Singh. We've got a whole bunch of regulars. If I missed your name, guys, just drop another comment in the section. But before we do that, I have to try to interpret all of these great emojis here. So this one here is that the guy is throwing up, but he's got dollar signs in his eyes, and he's got dollar bills coming out of his mouth. And then there's a crazy lunatic person with his tongue hanging out, and a couple of Cartmans. And this one guy, I don't know, he's got indigestion. He's leaning back with his eyes up. And the other guy, he's laughing. He's Cartman again. And then there's a skeleton. The guy's dead. And there's horse poop there. And I don't know what this little
horse poop. Oh yeah, the poo emoji. Okay.
And there's a couple of aliens in there, and he loves it with a heart. And then the show is fire. That's what he's saying, I think. Common Sense says, like I've said from the beginning, this show is like hanging out with friends. We appreciate you saying that, Common Sense. I enjoy seeing all the old names and definitely the new ones. Oh, okay. Shout out to Youth Peppa. Hey, Crypto Talk Now. Yep.
Hey,
so
Youth Peppa.
Welcome, Youth Pepper.
Hey.
You're part. I know who Youth Pepper is. So you're part of the Crypto Talk Army, Youth Pepper. Go out there and get us some more viewers. Here's another regular here. She pops in once in a while. Mrs. NFT Queen says, "What's up, guys? We appreciate you, Mrs. NFT Queen. Please shout out to what's going on with Mr. NFT Queen. Where is Mr. NFT Queen? I haven't seen him in a while. I talked to Mr. NFT Queen the other day on the phone, so that was cool. So yeah, shout out to Mrs. NFT Queen. Guys, keep dropping the comments here. We heard today from Cartman. We heard from Tony Montana, and Cartman.
Yeah.
Nobody else is coming on the show. Ronald Reagan or nobody else. Is anybody else coming on the show?
You know, it's hard for me to get the Ronald Reagan to come out on the microphone because it's kind of like you have to pull back a little bit to get him. But,
yeah.
I mean, if I was going to do something like Ronald Reagan, it would literally be something like with Duquan, and it would literally be something like, what can I think of? Mr. Duquan, tear down this Luna wall. Don't do the fork. I can't really think of anything.
Do the burn. Yeah, we'll have to practice that one, guys. You definitely want to check out. We won't play it again. We've already played it twice, but go over to Maximus Crypto, guys, and go out and check out the fun satire, I guess you could call it, video that was made, a cartoon video that Max creatively made. It was Duke Juan, and the situation is really funny. So we're going to bring you some more things like that on the show. We also are working behind the scenes, talking with other people to come on, and it's going to really surprise a lot of people. Yeah, so Cody Core, again, says, that's how I thought about the show. I just watched in the show, and I liked it. Well, he's got a dark heart. I don't know how to take that one. He's got a black heart, not a red one. I don't know. All right.
No, I don't think that JFK assassination was fake, but go ahead.
Okay. I'll have to read that one next. Okay, Mrs. NFT Queen says, he will be home shortly. He was on with Legal Alien. Okay, cool. For a while last night. Yeah, I've seen him on Legal Alien show before.
But to answer the question where, Crypto Fan says, do you think the JFK assassination was fake? I've actually been to Dealey Plaza. I personally believe there was more than one shooter and so on. And, I don't know, there's just a lot of crazy things in regards to all that. But, it's a shame of what happened on that fateful day. November 22nd, 1963. You know, that's
Something
actually
else.
another guy you can impersonate to a sense, but
Yeah,
you
well, let me interpret what Cody Core is saying. He said he loves with a red heart, fire, love, fire, love, fire, love, fire. He loves fire, I guess. Or he's saying the show is fire, but I think I'm just, I'm messing around with you guys. All right, so let's jump over to the screen, guys, because we got to talk a little bit about crypto. And I'm going to just go ahead and share my screen because I had it on a different share level. If you guys work with StreamYard, it's a little funky if you're trying to get everything to work out as far as a way to actually hear the sound properly. So we're going to go switch over to window mode. And then here we are. Oh, look, there's Yoda. There's Classic Crypto, Michael Jordan. All right, so we're going to come over to take a look at something different. Let's talk about what's going on today. Today is Bitcoin Pizza Day, right?
Bitcoin Pizza Day it is. Hungry you are.
I am getting hungry. So tell me about halfpizza.com. Half Pizza.
All right, so basically it's like this, guys. Today is considered a crypto holiday. If you weren't aware of it, it's considered National Bitcoin Pizza Day because years ago a guy actually became the first person to actually use Bitcoin to purchase a pizza.
Yeah.
And of course he's still shaking his head about that, but he didn't know, in fairness to him, he didn't know that the thing was going to be worth what it is and so on. But yeah, he basically, I guess, bought like a couple pieces with like
10,000 Bitcoin, 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah,
it was worth about $40 at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But anyway, so they made a national holiday on it. It might be a coincidence that this cryptocurrency called Half Pizza is pumping because of that. I don't know for sure, but I will state this if Larry can actually pull up the screen.
Yes.
And that is I'm going to pull up my own, and on my watch list currently, Half Pizza is parabolic right now. For the 7-day chart, it's up 562%. On the 24-hour chart, is up 267%.
Wow.
I did cover Half Pizza on my channel, Maximus Crypto. I covered it back in January. My mic wasn't as great is not as good as the one I have right now. So the audio quality, I apologize for that. But nonetheless, if you're interested in Half Pizza, you could definitely take a look at that video, kind of break it down a little bit. But the gist of it is it's a really cool NFT marketplace. Basically, it's a platform that you can go to in which they make it really easy to mint your NFTs, both physical and digital, pieces of artwork to make them into NFTs. You may go to the site and you see a bunch of stuff in Chinese, but you can actually switch it to interpret it in English and so on. It is pretty user friendly. But even if you're not into NFTs or anything like that, they just every now and then they have decent price action. Now, as far as where you can get this, again, I want you to, of course, do your own research. Don't just listen to what I'm saying to get into it, because it's not financial advice. But you can actually get it on Bitmart. That's where I originally got it. You might not be a fan of Bitmart, but nonetheless, that's where it's at. I'm going to see where other markets is on.
Before we do that, real quick, Max, Recognized Youth Pepper. Looks like you've got a fan here. He says Yoda laugh out loud. So maybe you could start doing some Yoda impersonations at some point.
Well, Crypto Fan, you mentioned earlier the whole JFK assassination. I mean, I think if JFK was around, he would at least say, "We, the people of the United States of America, find the defendant, Mr. Fidel Castro, guilty on all conspiracies of charges to launch nuclear missiles from Cuba to the United States." I don't know, something like that. But some people say, nah, you don't sound like JFK. You sound more like that one guy from The Simpsons. I get that a lot too. Like, it's a little bit twisted. And some people say, no, it's more like Bobby Kennedy. But
that's good, man. Yeah,
I do other presidents too. If you guys want a quick request, one I used to get requested a lot, believe it or not. I'll do this one. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, sorry. I was going to say, guys, do not sleep on this channel. Do not sleep on the Max and Larry show and Max here. We're going to bring you some things during this bear market to keep you guys entertained, because you have no idea what we're planning behind the scenes. You have no idea the great things that are coming for the show. We appreciate all of you OGs being here for us now. So yeah,
I'll just throw this. Yeah, that's all right. I'll just throw this out there. So here's the thing: the younger generation don't know some of these voices. So, for instance, like Jimmy Stewart, I never do Jimmy Stewart anymore. I had to like re-practice that because like I used to be able to do him like 20 years ago. But again, it's a generational thing. You mentioned Jimmy Stewart, like a lot of people haven't seen. It's a Wonderful Life and those type of old movies and so on. But nonetheless, I'm not gonna do him because I got to re-practice him. But as far as Richard Nixon, this one's a little off the script from Crypto, but here it goes. Everybody, this is Richard Nixon as the Joker from The Dark Knight.
And then Pat came to me and she says, Mr. President, why did you take us off the gold standard? And I say to Pat, the reason why I took the United States of America off the gold standard is because it was too serious for the United States. And so I say to you, I will take us off of the gold standard because I am not a crook.
That is so funny. Okay, so shout out to Mr. Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon is dead, I think, but he's alive on the show. Well, there's somebody that is still alive, and that's Donald Trump. You can't. So, CryptoFan says, "Can you do Donald Trump?" I don't know if you can do Donald Trump or not. Probably not, right?
No. Well, with him, it's not necessarily just his voice, but it's more like what he says and how you deliver it. So I have to practice that one. But
yeah.
Sorry, my head is a little light after doing the Nixon, because if you remember Nixon, he had the big jowls. I mean, I know I got a fat face, so maybe I got worse. But me shaking everything up there kind of got me lightheaded.
Guys, please drop in the comment section. We want to be able to thank you and praise you and recognize you for being here. Drop in the comment section. Maybe not so much praise, but we want to recognize you. So we got a shout out to, we haven't seen Wizard Cell here. Now, wait, he says, hi all, but I have to analyze his avatar. 7, is that like a Netflix show or something? Do you know what 7 means? I don't know. You see his little thing up there? Drop in the comment section and let me know what that is. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks like a Netflix show.
For the movie. No. Remember the movie 7? Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman and what's his name?
Well, I haven't seen that.
Kevin Spacey before his reputation got tarnished.
Yeah. Okay. So those are all big actors. Yeah, I'll have to go back and see what that's about. Okay. So Good Jacob, welcome, Good Jacob. He says he's got the side. I'm trying to interpret. He's got the sideways, the crying. He's laughing so hard he's crying. So we appreciate you guys. Please, we need more comments in here. Shout out to all of our friends on Twitter that are watching us live on Twitter, and also if anybody is watching us on Twitch. Welcome, guys. We have a good rest of the show here. We've got a few more minutes. And okay, so he says, good. Roger says, hi, Cartman, laugh out loud. I don't know if Cartman is still with us, but if he's here,
no, I can do a Cartman for you all. I always do the same typical thing. So when I say this, when I say nein, foo, in German, nein means no, and foo, like Mr. T, pity the foo. And then what do we also know? We also know that Cartman likes cheesy poo. So I'm going to say this.
Nah, Fee, you like to pet my key? I like cheesy poos. Dude, what the hell are you doing, Cartman? Don't you know it's supposed to be a crypto show? And you're supposed to talk about crypto? Shut the hell up, Carl. If I want to talk up to freaking Larry and have Maximus do impersonations on the show, I'm going to freaking have him do it, Carl. Cheesy poo.
So Cartman is back, and he is yelling at, what's the other guy he's yelling at there, the character?
Kyle or Stan.
Kyle, yeah, Kyle, let him talk about crypto. Let Cartman come on the show. Kyle, stay out of it, and let Cartman come here and talk about crypto with us sometimes. Okay, so Wizards Cell, he says, lucky, yes, you know what? 7 is my favorite number because of one player. He's dead now, right? Obviously. Mickey Mantle was my favorite old-time player, a legendary player. Look, as a kid, I actually met Mickey Mantle a long time ago in upstate New York. I actually went to a baseball card show. I met him there to get an autograph. It was him and Whitey Ford together. I shook both their hands. It was a cool moment in my life, in my childhood. So that's why, that's my favorite number. It was my dad's favorite player. So, Common Sense says, please, guys, hit the like button. Guys, like the like button because that's all we're asking. It's free. And Good Jacob says, laugh out loud. I miss Chef. You can't. Yeah, Chef was on the show too.
Chef sounded like.
I forgot. We can't do Chef. I don't.
Yeah, when you haven't done certain impersonations of certain characters for a long time, like that's where you have to go and study. What I used to do back in the day is I used to go to the library. local library, and I would study certain accents. Like I would do one where, I don't know, like an old man. I mean, I on the old answer machine, the old cassette. I kid you not, to this day, it's still set up for my parents on their old answer machine where you call in and it's just like I can even do one for Crypto Talk now and be like, "Hello, everybody. Thanks for calling Crypto Talk now with Max and Larry." Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I remember those. They used to have little cassettes a long time ago that had different impersonations of usually past presidents, and you would play it, and it would be like Ronald Reagan or somebody from the past, and you would hear their voice, and that would be your old time, not voicemail, but your old time answering machine. They used to call it answering machine message. You guys are too young for that. Most of you guys watch this show are young guys. Good, and also what it is we've got probably like 20 guys watching right now, 21, and then we have like one lady watching. That's the demographics. Good Jacob says, just talk about making sweet love.
Oh, a chef.
Chef, yeah.
It'd be kind of funky. Would be like if Chef recited something like from Pulp Fiction. You'd be like, "And I was able to go and make sweet love by reciting Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on Cartman, and I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger to Mr. Do Kwon if he keeps tanking this lunar sea. And you will know my name is Larry of Crypto Talk now when I strike my vengeance upon thee." I don't know, something like that.
Kevin Cassidy says, I don't even know who this is. Bet you can't do Jimmy Savile.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who it is. He's like a mobster character or something. I don't know who Jimmy is.
Huh.
But you know what he's doing now? The emoji, he's doing the winking of the eye, and but he's also smiling. It's a little bit, what do they call it now? Sus? Instead of suspicious, it's called sus. That's what it is. All right. So let's jump over back to the screen because this is a crypto show. Oh, wait a minute. He says that show was a legend. We're going to jump over because, guys, we're going to try to talk about crypto. If you don't want to talk about crypto, that's cool too. Guys, help us out. Hit the like button, and please, please, for the love of God, so we don't have to just hear ourselves talk. We want to talk about what you're talking about. All right. So Wizard Cell says, is the burn address still down? I think you're going to have to clarify that question. Is that something to do with Terra Luna? I'm not sure. But, okay. So we're over here on Half Pizza. Do you want to talk a little bit about?
I just wanted to, to show that, for instance, it was doing really well. It was one that I actually covered back in January. And the weird thing about Half Pizza is it's one of those ones in which they'll have like this crazy parabolic pump, and then they just kind of consolidate for a while, and then they go down. And it's just used with caution. But they are on a few exchanges. I mean, I got my position on Bitmart. I'm actually looking to, I don't know. I think the last time I should have took profits on that one. I think I was like plus 600. So to be honest, on this one, if I get like a plus 1,000 or something like that, I am going to cash out on that particular one. I'll just move on.
So Wizard Cell says, yeah, he is talking about. We haven't heard that the burn address is still down. That's very sus, right? Suspicious. We'll have to look into that offline. And if you know any more information, you're welcome to drop it in the comment section so we can find out. Good Jacob says, I think Luna will hit $1 and everyone thinks it's crazy, but it always is until it isn't. Yeah, I mean, look what happened with Dogecoin, right? No one even thought it could get to a penny, and it went all the way up to 73 cents. So I don't think anyone could have predicted that. Not even Max could predict that.
No, I got, like I said, I got bit with that crypto bug. If it wasn't for Dogecoin, I wouldn't even be here with you guys.
You wouldn't even be here right now. All right. So do you want to talk about your other one here, Ardius or Audius? I'm sorry. I do have a small bag of that still. I probably have like dust. Less than
all right.
$10.
So just real, I'm not going to spend a long time on this. Again, I will state this. Go to my channel, Maximus Crypto, all one word. In the video section, look for the one that says about how the tokenization of just about anything will, be a game changer. And the name of the video is actually called MATs. You can scroll down on Larry.
Yeah, I was wondering if I should just what is it called?
It says MATs, but don't type that because it's abbreviated.
Go down a little more.
Yeah, no, it should be way down, way down. Keep going. There it is. In blue. The one with blue. There it is. What are MATs? How tokenization? Yeah. So I mean, check that out. It gives you an idea of like just what exactly that means. What's a project that we recently covered in regards to tokenization? It was tokenization of restaurants, right? The restaurants token, which
Devour,
is
yeah.
with Devour, right? Chad and the Devour team and so on. So you're going to keep hearing these terms. May not hear the term MAT thrown around a lot yet. You're going to though, probably later this year. But
Hang
you
on a
will at
second.
least
I
hear
got to just
tokenization.
recognize a couple people here. First,
Sure.
I want to recognize yeah, so holy crap, that guy is back here. Mr. NFT Queen is in the house. So he says, yo, he does that a lot on a lot of channels. He just comes on and says, yo. So we appreciate you, that guy. We had a good conversation the other day. We talked on the phone for the first time. That was cool. And then Youth Pepper said it would be crazy for DC, Dogecoin to go back up to 73 cents. That's what Youth Pepper says. So cool. Okay. So yeah, I'm sorry, Max. Oh, wait a minute. Here's somebody else here.
So
What's up? CTN Army in the house, right? So you know what? Common sense. We're just gonna appoint him now. He is now like I'm gonna call you the general. He's the Common Sense is the first general. He's a 5-star general for the Crypto Talk Now Army because he actually goes into the Telegram groups and he goes and talks to different dev teams and he messages them on Twitter and tries to get them to come on the show because we have questions. And the community, the Crypto Talk Army wants the answers. So, yeah. So, Common Sense, you're the 5-star general of the Crypto Talk Now Army. So, yeah. And then also we've got that guy. I see you every place. Yeah. Cody Core, I see you on other channels too. But, yeah, that guy is like everywhere. It's like he has a regular full-time job and his other full-time job is to hang out in the crypto world and bounce around on the different channels. One more, more comments are coming in. Roger A says the feds want to digitize the US dollar, which is not a good thing. The digital world or the digital dollar would be programmable and they can limit what you can buy and what you buy. Yep. And then also Cody Core, that guy says, Cody Core, I make my rounds to support everyone. I love the community. Yes, we appreciate you. All you guys. We appreciate everybody here. That guy, Roger A, Cody Core, all you guys. Youth Pepper. Yep. So what do you think about this real quick, Max? We've got a couple more minutes here, and I've actually got to go do some personal stuff. So we're going to cut it off at 1:05 here.
Okay.
1 hour and 5 minutes. But what do you think about the digital dollar?
Well, I think about the digital dollar. I mean, there's a lot of speculation. That's all it is right now. I mean, I definitely, see where Roger A is coming from, where he states that, it won't be a good thing. Again, I mean, it's just speculation at this point. I'm not dismissing, of course, what Roger's saying or anything like that. My concern would be, is it like a true digital dollar, or would it be put on a blockchain? Because then if it is, then obviously that means that's going to be crypto related. A lot of people say, well, no, that's not going to happen. It's just going to be a digital dollar and so on. You don't know that. Currently speaking, I mean, I'll put it this way. The Fed, you could look into this yourself. They adopted what? XLM, Stellar Lumens, right? That was officially the only crypto project or out there in which was officially adopted by the U.S. government. So if they were willing to do something like that, then you would think, well, if they're going to do a digital dollar, would they consider putting it on a blockchain? Because at the end of the day, there are other countries that are basically doing it. I mean, yeah, only El Salvador, but at the end of the day, I mean, why did El Salvador do that? Well, they have so much corruption in the company. At the end of the day, they don't want what? They don't want, this amount of money going to pay for this, and then these people are corrupted and just end up stealing taxpayer money and so on. It would be nice to actually be able to view everything on the blockchain. I mean, at the end of the day, the IRS are able to do what? Investigate us. It would be kind of nice to be able to have it transparent for a change, right? So if the digital dollar ends up being something that's put on the blockchain, I would like to know more about that.
All right, guys. What we're going to do is I'm going to read the last comments in here and we're going to wrap things up. And we thank you so much for being with us. But a special shout out to Mark and Matt. just joined us here, or maybe just commented. He says, yo, guys, short Bitcoin. And then also he says, monkeypox, fear, crash time. And then Roger A says, it would be separate from crypto. They do have a white paper on it. So as I mentioned, guys, I have to go and take care of some family things. It's funny. Every time I have to, leave the show early, we like to go an hour and a half sometimes, but when I leave the show early, it's funny. People just file in here. But guys, go back and watch the beginning of the show because we had an update here from Duquan himself was on the show earlier. It was really funny. If you missed it, there's a video on Maximus Crypto on Max's channel. You can go and see what Duquan says in his own words. We do thank you for being here with us. Max, I'll give you the last word. We'll just wrap it up real quick here, and then we will say goodbye to everybody, and we'll see you. Also, don't forget, we'll see you tomorrow, Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's going to be a revolutionary, major, unbelievable announcement in the beginning of tomorrow night's show at 9 p.m. Eastern. You do not want to miss it. There will be also an update from Duquan in his own words, more than likely. But yeah, Max, we'll let you say goodbye to everybody.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us on the weekend. We realize that for a lot of you, this is your own time to get away from the real world and so on. And just want to thank you guys again for taking that time to spend with us. That means a lot to us. We are an ever-growing community who is just basically grinding it out just like the next guy. We believe in ourselves and we believe in you, and we can't thank you guys enough for giving us a chance on this platform. So may you all have a great weekend with what's left of it. And with that said, everybody, stay cool, and we'll see you next time.
See you tomorrow, guys, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be safe, and we will see you tomorrow night. Take care, everyone.